Good morning on this Tuesday. Welcome back to the News First Edition. It is 5:21. Iran is ramping up airstrikes around the Middle East in response to U.S. and Israeli attacks.
Yeah, the wave of Iranian airstrikes has prompted U.S. personnel to leave their posts. ABC's Marcus Moore shows us the country is being targeted in response.
Overnight, President Trump vowing to retaliate after the U.S. Embassy in Saudi Arabia was hit by Iranian drones. A fire was also reported at the U.S. Embassy in Kuwait. It was in that country where the Pentagon says 6 American service members were killed during an Iranian attack on a tactical operations center. U.S. officials vowing to ramp up attacks. Chaotic scenes playing out across the Middle East. At least 11 countries are now involved in this expanding conflict. The State Department is now urging all Americans to leave the Middle East, quote, due to serious safety risks. But each of the region's airspace is on lockdown. Flight trackers show just how many flights are avoiding the area.
You're fine?
Video circulating online shows a U.S. pilot shot down over Kuwait being approached by locals.
Thank you for helping us.
3 U.S. fighter jets were shot down by friendly fire. All crew members survived after ejecting. The U.S. has now carried out nearly 2,000 strikes in Iran across at least 50 locations. Fighter jets destroyed. Multiple Iranian Navy ships sunk. Iran's Revolutionary Guard headquarters leveled. Overnight, Central Command releasing new video showing U.S. strikes on Iranian ballistic missile launchers. But analysts say Iran still has thousands of missiles in its arsenal. The president not ruling out ground troops in Iran, adding the U.S. is prepared for a prolonged conflict.
Whatever the time is, it's okay, whatever it takes. Right from the beginning, we projected 4 to 5 weeks, but we have capability to go far longer than that.
Another big concern right now is the price of oil. We have seen refineries attacked across the region, and now Iran is vowing to attack any ship that passes through the Strait of Hormuz. Keep in mind, 20% of the world's oil supply passes through that channel. A prolonged disruption could have a major impact on prices. Marcus Moore, ABC News, Doha.
Part of the fallout of the U.S. strikes on Iran, oil that's increased nearly 10%.
That is leaving many of you already seeing higher prices at the gas pump, as much as 22 cents in just one day here in Corpus Christi. There are also potential impacts on the port of Corpus Christi and our local refineries.
Experts warn that a higher price, especially in short term, does not mean the industry will rush to increase production.
It's considered increasing but highly volatile. So you won't see a lot of people just move and say, oh, well, it's, $80 a barrel and I'm going to make more money. It is today, but tomorrow it could be back down around 75. And so they're looking over the long-term average to increase more before you see your rig counts go up. And that usually trends 6 to 12 months behind.
Stress that price changes are usually gradual, and the length and severity of this conflict will ultimately be the biggest factors on global prices.